Welcome to the Hyris Redemption arc. Today I come with fantastic news. You'll already see it in the background. We now have the full information about the Avatar Battle Pass coming to SMITE, and it is so much better than anything I could have expected. First of all, I think they did a smart move here by not really teasing much beforehand, except for that potentially accidental leak from in-game, and just rolling out with a big announcement here, because this way we don't even have to speculate much on which character choices they do for what. And honestly, I think it went way beyond my expectation. You probably remember that I was very critical of some of the character choices that they did for the Ruby Battle Pass, based on the fact that they just went with the most visually similar characters without even considering the kids, from my impression at least. This time Hyris has greatly improved upon that. I think the big expectation was that Aang was gonna be Vaman, just based on his looks. And I don't think that Vaman would have even necessarily been a bad fit. He had quite a few things that would have worked for Aang, including his avatar form and everything. It would have been okay. But they actually went the extra mile. They actually did the thing that I was hoping they would do, but definitely did not think that they would do after the Ruby Pass. They went for Aang as Merlin. Not only does that give us a very unique looking Merlin skin that is way out of the norm, it also gives us way more potential for the abilities that Aang can have that reflect his character. On top of that, he will have two different skins, an Aang skin and an Avatar Aang skin. The second one is the Prestige version. When it comes to Zuko, things are a little bit less expected in my opinion. They could have been executed a little differently, but I'm also not too phased. Zuko will be Susano. And I kind of have to spoil it now. I didn't really want to spoil it, but it is what it is. The Blue Spirit will be the Prestige track skin for Zuko. But at least in what we can see of the gameplay, Zuko will also use fire along with these sword attacks. What throws me off a little bit is that his whole signature thing as the Blue Spirit is fighting with two swords and not with one. And apparently now he's just gonna fight with one because it's gonna be Susano. But I did also mention Susano as a potential fit for him in the last video. The combat style with the fluidity and everything still matches well enough. While Loki potentially could have fit better for the Blue Spirit form, I don't think it would have worked as well for Zuko's normal form anyways. Firebending in Loki's ability seems a bit hard to implement. With Korra, they also went for a very interesting interpretation by including her dog, Naga. What we can see in a brief clip is that she uses her one, and it's a water projectile, and she also seems to have a special emote where she uses all the elements and they kind of float around her. She also gets a normal skin version and then an Avatar Korra version on the Prestige track. The concept of the Battle Pass as a whole seems to be shifted around here, as we have only 3 normal skins and then 3 Prestige skins this time. I don't know how exactly that will be executed, but I have a feeling that the 3 normal skins might be very easy to reach, so that any fans of Avatar that come into the game have very easy ways of getting those, and then the other ones might take a fair bit longer. That's my wild guess without any further knowledge. According to SMITE data mining, there was a total of 9 Avatar skins data mined, but I don't know what happened to the other 3. Maybe they were scrapped in the process, maybe they're just test ones, so that doesn't imply that there will be more skins or anything like that. Either way, I'm super happy with the results here. I do think that Hyris did not go with the most on-the-nose ones. It wasn't Vaman and Yemoja in the end. But I think what they went for actually gave them more potential, especially when it comes to the abilities. And I think it's much cooler to have characters that match in the way the abilities work, rather than just loosely fitting them together based on the visual look or maybe the original theme of the character. The parts of the animations that we've seen so far also look much better than what we saw with Ruby, so I think generally it's just an overall improvement. That is obviously especially exciting in the context of Avatar being such a popular series as well, so I think this will just really do well for SMITE. Once there are more details about the skins, I will of course update you here, so feel free to click the sub button and maybe the bell so you can stay updated. And other than that, I'll see you for the next one soon. Duke Sloth, out.